Genesis 47. Remember us in Oasis of Life, one of our motto is to be excellent. And the Apostles always say about excellency. And there is something that we don't want to let it by. Now, if you are not excellent in your home, it will follow you wherever you go.
Yes, that's right.
If you go to an office of somebody, you find that office is ups and down. That's the same way his bedroom is.
That's right.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
If you are dirty at home, you'll be dirty wherever you go. That's how it is. And the work of excellency, it starts somewhere. And then when we are not excellent, then it makes everything to be a disaster. Before we read, Tando can read Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3. Proverbs 22, verse 3. Before I read the Genesis 47 from verse 13.
Proverbs 22, verse 3.
Yeah.
A prudent man foreseeth the evil, and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
You need to put that verse in your mind. Whatever I would say, that verse must always click you in your mind to say, a prudent man foresees evil and hides himself. But the simple pass on and are punished. You need to put that in mind, because if a man is warned, he's like twice a man. You know that, hey, they say to you, beyond this wall, there is a lion. And then you say, no, I would like to go beyond there to see if really there is a lion. But they told you already, beyond this wall, there is a lion. But you want to go beyond the wall to see the lion. And once you go there, he hits you. You will see him very well. You will see even his stomach. Because you are inside there. Because you went beyond the wall. That you are a prudent man. Foresee evil and hide himself. Let's read Genesis 47 from verse 13 says, Now there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very severe, so that the land of Egypt and the land of Canaan languished because of the famine. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan. Remember that my first point, I'll talk on that. He gathered up all the money for the grain which they bought, and Joseph brought the money into the Pharaoh house. So when the money fell, it means when the money finished. You know, sometimes when you go in English, sometimes it can troubling people's mind. No. When the money finished, because when the money finished, it failed to do what it's supposed to do, what it is to buy. The money value is to buy. When you go to the market, you go to the mall, Eastern Mall, you go there, you're not going to talk. They'll say to you, Upamai. Yeah. They don't want to hear whatever you talk. You may speak a better English or better Isisu of KwaZulu-Natal. Yeah. You don't want to impress them. They just say, hey, man. Yeah. And when you start talking too much, the guy will say, can you step aside, please? I have a customer behind you. That's how it is. So for when the money fell, that means the money was no longer there. You see, this is the time, the same way that we're going today. There's no longer money. People are fighting for the 350 from the government. You must not stop it. You must carry on producing it. And the government is start crying, I don't have any money anymore. Hey, you started it. Continue. And they say, so the money fell in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan. And all Egyptians come to Joseph and say, give us bread, for Why should we die in your presence? For the money has failed. What do you mean? For the money has finished. Give us the bread. You know, they start working for their stomach. And the stomach is toilet.
That's right.
You know, when you start working for stomach and the toilet, you are no longer man. Some of us, that's the way we work. For stomach and toilet. And then he said, then Joseph will say, give your livestock. That's in the second dimension. The money is finished. Now give your livestock. Remember, in that time, livestock was the measurement of how wealthy you are. Today, it is how much money do you have in Standard Bank or APSA. I don't want to do advert of those people. They don't give you even in the same. How much money you have in those accounts.
Yes.
And once you have $1 million, then they say, how are we talking?
Yeah.
When you go to that bank, when you have $1 million, you have even a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
You don't go to the normal queue. You make an appointment. Hey, Mr. So-and-so, manager, I'm coming. Okay, you coming. They are waiting for you at the door.
Yeah. Yes.
They go with you. If you just say, I want to take away my account, no, you know, there is some benefit there, there's some benefit there. You take this card, and they talk all this nonsense. But in that time, it was the livestock that measure how wealthy you are. Then now the second dimension is money is finished. Now there's money can be with anybody. Even poor people have money.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not quantifying the how much money it is, but I say money is for everybody.
Amen.
Even today, the government is providing $350 to people. It's the money. Because those who are selling to the shop, they know, those people of $350, they may finish $200 to us.
That's right.
You understand? You're going to go buy Cinqua, you're going to go buy Mili, you're going to go buy some cabbage. They know the money is going back to them.
Yes.
That is a cycle. Now the money is finished, it's livestock. Not everybody has livestock.
That's right.
In all of us here, only Subu have livestock.
Are you sure?
You understand? Only Subu have a livestock. All of us here, we don't have. Even a small chicken, we don't have.
We've got dogs. We've got dogs. There.
They have dogs. Bow wow.
Those are not livestock. They are not counted because they have no value. Maybe in China and in Bushmike, Congo, they eat the dogs. Then it can be a livestock.
Wow.
If the money is gone, so they brought their livestock to Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange. It became like the truck. You know, those who did economy, they will tell you. In Africa, sometimes it was a truck. They call it trucks. That means I have salt, you have milli. I need milli, you need salt, we exchange.
That's battering.
Three trucks. Now, that economy was better than the today economy.
That's true. Yes. Yes.
And then they bring their livestock for bread. Lord, help us. For toilet. Livestock is gone.
Yeah, for toilet.
So they brought their livestock to Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for the horses, for the flocks, for the cattle of herds, and the donkeys. Thou he feed them with bread in exchange for all their livestock that year.
Jesus.
And that is the second dimension. Man is finished, they are bringing livestock. In our time, I'm preaching already. In our time is like you get retrenched, you get your package, or keep retrench aside. You get your package, You squander your package. You go with it to Bushiri Investment. And then you gone with it to Malawi. You run away from the police.
Yes.
You remain investment zero. Then you don't have livestock because we're in the city. I will say it. You will see it. The Bible, I love the Bible. The Bible teaching us everything.
Oh, yes.
You will see these people when they will hand up. And then you start you wake up in the morning, and then you stand before your house. How much can this be? You go to the bank. I'm selling my house. Money is finished. You sell your house. And then you become renting. You are now renting. Not if you can't afford even 1-bedroom houses or even what do they call it? Backside.
Back room.
No, back room.
Yeah.
And then you end up in Mukuku. You say to me.
I said back room.
Oh, back room. Okay. You end up in Mukuku. I'm not insulting people, but I'm telling you where you come from.
Yes.
Your money, your package, you were so excited to have your package, then you did not even invest it. What you did, you squander it with a toilet. And then once you finish, you sell your house that you bought. Now you start renting for 6 months, you can afford the renting. Then you degrade it from renting 2-bedroom to the back room. And then back room, the guy, hey, get out! You think it's your home or your granny house? Get out! And the landlord kick you out. A landlord, they don't play. Especially township landlord. They'll stand at the door, at the gate. Hey! You think you are having your granny house? When I was building my house, where were you guys? Get out! You don't want to come and take the door. Go. You remain without the door. You end up in Mukoko. This is what happened here. Now they finish all their exchange for that year. When that year ended, they came again. That's the third dimension. It was money, livestock. Now they came again. They came to him the next year and said to him, "We will not hide from my Lord that our money is gone. My Lord also has our herd and livestock." Can you imagine? You see Masonistas. You sit in your house and you see a Masonista passing. He has your card, your bank card in his pocket. He can even take it out. You sitting there, you see your bank
It's a cipher.
and with your PIN number, you are licking your lips. This is what happened here. They say, "Our money is gone. All livestock, you have them. You see your cows are producing 3, 4, 5 a year. Hey, this is supposed to be mine, man. You are now living in a dream. Supposed. Supposed. Amen. I used to have. No, you know, I used to drive in a Mercedes Benz. I use is yesterday. Stop I use or supposed to be. That's the Lord. The Bible is so good. Then they say, "Why shall we die before your eyes, above we and our land? Buy us." They say, "Buy us. Buy us." Now they're selling themselves. Buy us and our land. I'm telling you, let us be serious a little bit here. Consider that sentence very well. Buy us and our land. These people are selling their freedom. And these people are selling their wealth for life. Because the land has no measurement in a value. They say, buy us and our land for bread. When I read it, it kills me. For bread. And we and our land will be servants of Pharaoh. Give us a seed. Now they have a little bit of intelligence now. They ask, give us a seed. Why did you not ask the seed for their money? Because they're supposed to work with the seed.
Yeah.
They said, give us a seed. I said, give us a seed that we may live and not die, that the land may not be desolate. It means like something happened and the rain is already coming and they see like famine is finishing. But it takes them without nothing. Then they say, Joseph bought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh, for every man of Egyptian, sold his field. That's a tragedy. Because the famine was severe upon them. So the land became Pharaoh's. The land became Pharaoh's land. And for the people, that way even the government say today, I have my land the land belong to me. From this Joseph dealing with Egyptian. And for the people, and listen here, and for the people, he moved them into the cities. These people were at the arid land, a land that is convenable for agriculture. Now they sell that land, they have to move from that arid land to be where? To the city center. In center you pay taxes. You pay taxes. The rate of sentence and the rate of Wattville are not equal.
Yeah.
The school in sentence and the school in Wattville are not same level. You go there, you need to be prepared for all of this. And these people, that way they went, they end up there. And from one hand of the border of Egypt to the other hand, only the land of the priest he did not buy. For the priests have ration allotted to them by Pharaoh, and they hate their nation, their ration which Pharaoh gave them. Therefore, they did not sell their land. If you continue reading the story, you see that these people sell their land and sell their freedom, and they have to pay. Then Joseph said to the people, indeed, I have bought you. I have bought you and your land this day for the Pharaoh. You are no longer free. You know, when you are owing somebody, you are a slave to the person you are owing. And they say, look, here is seed for you, and you shall sow the land, and it shall come to pass in the harvest that you shall give 150 to Pharaoh. 450 shall be your own as a seed for the field and for your food, for those of your household, and for food for your little one. Pharaoh has a vision. The vision Pharaoh has, God has told Pharaoh that there will be 7 years of abundance and 7 years of famine. Pharaoh did not know. I already preached about that. He did not know what to deal with it until Joseph pitched up. And Joseph told the Pharaoh, that God has repeated this vision twice because he was going to establish it. And this is the interpretation. Joseph has given them an interpretation. There will be 7 years of abundance and 7 years of famine. That way, Proverbs 22:3 came and said, a prudent man foresee evil and hide himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Everyone in Egypt was aware that there will be 7 years of abundance and 7 years of of famine. Let me say to you something. The 7 years of abundance, when it kick on, it's 7. Even when the 7 years is completed mathematically, but in the 8 and the 9 years, they still see greater abundance because it's not going to finish right away. Yeah. I even give you the example. If we have a fan here, we put it in the power. If we plug it off, still running until it will go to stop.
Yes, that's true. Okay.
You know, when somebody say, I am broke, you were not broke this day you say you are broke. You were broke 6 months ago. But you're still behaving like you are still having it. When how you become broke, it is there is an incoming and outgoing. Your incoming stopped, let's say 6 months ago, but you still have some reserve that you have. Then you are still behaving the same way that you think the incoming is still there in a reserve. Until the reserve is gone, boom, then you say you are broke. No, you were broke 6 months ago. Sure. Then when the famine kick, even when the 7 years of famine is finished, it's not mean you feel it straight away, you start abundance. No, even when the 7 is finished of famine, it's still gonna go again another 2 years. Every Egyptian knew there will be a famine. Every Egyptian knew there will be an abundance. That's why when Joseph was put high by God, by Pharaoh, Pharaoh said to him, I don't need another person. You have a wisdom. It chooses the people. They use technique. They use technology. That I preached sometime before my last preaching here. They use technology, irrigations. I think our brother Subu did not know about irrigation until he went to the farm. Irrigations, that how to bring the water from the river and to put it everywhere. He used technique, he used the people of knowledge to bring a very good harvest for the 7 years of famine to come. Everybody in Egypt knew about it. But some of the people, or all of them in Egypt, some did not consider it. It's like some of us, we behave like money will never stop coming. Only politicians can behave like that. Because they think like they'll be in power for life. Because they know they can rig election, they can do anything, and their job is secure because politicians, do you think like the NSC of ANC, they will be kick out each other? Never. They are secure among themselves there. That way they choose who can be a minister, who can be a governor, who can be this, who can be in SOE, who can be in a board of this, in a board of that. That's how they change. Check, you will see. Only politicians can behave like that. That they can have many more companies because they know it will come back. Entrepreneur people, some of the entrepreneur people I know today, they used to drive 1 million cars. Today they cannot even have a Uno. Because they thought like a tender will never stop. They didn't know to save or work very well. They can't even afford a Uno. They're doing, me and them doing the same thing in peso. Down. Local. Yeah. They're doing that because they did not put in their mind. My brother, my sister, I'm saying to you, wherever we don't know, let me say to you something very important and remember this word. We don't know which this corona. I just see this morning on my TV that in China they don't want to eat frozen meats anymore. They say it's propagating corona. We don't know which this corona way is going to end up with us. We may say, no, the vaccine is around. If they say vaccine is let's say 10,000. I'm not saying they say it's going to be 10,000. I'm just giving an example. If a vaccine is 10,000, some of us can't afford it. Those who have a medical aid can afford it. Those who don't have a medical aid, it will be even difficult for them to go do that vaccine. Then you become wearing masks for life. You can travel because they will ask you, they say, where is your vaccine? Because you can't afford it. We don't know where this thing is going to be. Be wise. Be prudent. Be prudent. Say, hey, we don't know. That's why when they say, wash your hand, wash your hand. When they say, wear a mask, wear a mask. You go to a masses of people, you don't know who they are, where they come from. Please wear your mask. Those who go to the nightclub, please wear your mask. Yeah, because so people in the church, they do go to the nightclub. Yeah, you cannot say, I'm not saying go to the nightclub, but if you go there, please wear your mask. You know, wear your mask. And when you come back, take your clothes, throw them somewhere, wash thoroughly. Yeah. Because you are in a group of people, you don't know how they are. That they did not behave that. And the Bible says the famine became severe. When the famine becomes severe, it starts hitting their pocket. They have no money. They need to spend the money to buy. They were just buying and buying and buying and buying. You know, some of us go buy things that we don't even wear. I love this shoe. You bought it. You love this, you buy. You go to the shopping. You went to do shopping mall window, whatever they call it. You start buying. You came with things. So what's wrong with you? Window shopping. Yeah. You go shopping, window shopping. You come out with parcela of things up there. Either they say, no, I'm not gonna go buy in Spar. I'm going to buy to Willie. Go buy there, please go. Yeah. Go buy. It's still the same meat. Yeah. Spar meat and Willie meat is still the same. All will take you to the toilet. Exactly. It all is gonna finish you where? To toilet.
Exactly. Same toilet.
You spend so much money for nothing. Then here comes January, the kids want to go to school. You don't buy uniform. When you go Masonisha Road, they will finish you. They will finish you. And they'll take your cat and go with it. You start admiring your cat by far. And they even tell you want more? Yeah. You want more? Yeah. I can't understand how we live. You spend like there is no tomorrow. You spend and spend and spend and spend like no tomorrow at all. I know people who go to a bar and then they say, a bottle for every chair. Bottle go. The barman will not refuse to give them bottles because he knows the man is coming in. Yeah. You supply. Everybody, you are a great man. Yeah, you are a great man because you make him to be drunk. Okay, let him to be drunk and call you great man. When he will be sober, he will be okay. But when you become sober and you see your pocket is empty, the money failed them. Then they have to go do plan B, livestock. Please, one thing I always say, people, even you become so poor, do not sell your house. Do not not sell your house. Sell your shoe. Sell your jewelry. I don't care. But your house, do not sell it. Do not sell your house. It is better to have a house than to be renting somewhere. You may stay inside your house without food. Nobody will know because you are inside your house. But if you are renting somewhere, then the landlord can stand and say, some of these people are renting here. I don't even see fire in their house. I don't even smell chicken coming from their house. I don't even know if they eat or they don't eat. Can they afford to pay my rent? Landlord. They don't play. They gain selling everything they have. They sell it for the bread. I can't understand that. You know, December is around the corner. And some of us who are crying right now, we have no money. But we're going to give Boers money. We are going to give Indians money. We're going to buy. One day I was coming to Watville, down there by the bridge there. I saw things with the way. I asked Zandi, what is going on here? Zandi said, no, this is society. You know those people who save. And today they go buy them for New Year's. What? The grocery was like a mountain Kilimanjaro. And people are saying, and they're going to, all this is only for December. December. They're taking all that food for December and for one day. Then January came, they are broke. Even the mosquitoes are not broke.
Mosquitoes, not mosquitoes.
They are not broke. Then they are so broke that they go. These are people who have mountain Kilimanjaro of food. But they are going to shop to get credit of food in January. In January. Then you ask yourself, what went wrong? How can somebody finish that amount of food in one day? And then the livestock is gone. And they came now, the third dimension, buy us. Buy us. They are now selling their freedom for food. You know, when we are selling our freedom for